it was just fun when I could, man, here go 2,000, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Here go 5,000. What you need? I bet. You know what I'm saying? I remember we had an unfinished attic. She was like, it's gonna cost like 25,000 to finish that attic. I wish I could finish that attic. And I called some contractors.
There you go.
The doorbell ring one day. She like, who's all these people coming in my house? They working on the attic, mom.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
beautiful.
that it felt good. And you know, I had scholarships. I played basketball, varsity, 9th grade, 10th grade, 11th grade, 12th grade. So I had D1, D2 scholarships, University of Memphis, Western Kentucky, University of Arkansas. Nola Richardson had just left. And that was one of the schools I really wanted to go to. So I was like, man, it must not be meant. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't get the height that I want to. You know what I'm saying? I was in dunk contests and all kind of shit. And I was like, if I don't get 6'2", 6'3", because I ain't finna be no point guard. I had it made up. Like, I'm not finna be no point guard. And we ain't had no NIL. We wasn't making money. I wasn't finna listen to no coach tell me what to do when I'm making this kind of money.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm in Atlanta. I'm you know what I'm saying? I'll be down there with boys in the hood, with Jeezy and Jody Breed.
I'm glad you said that because talking about school and family, like you said, you attended the University of Memphis as a music business major, which during that time you was really starting to make a name for yourself in the industry, producing for the likes of Gangsta Boo, Scarface, Bun B, just to name a few. So legend has it that you was making so much money off music that your attendance started to slip a little bit, which kind of brings us to the infamous $100,000 challenge between you and your father. Now, can you break that down for the people who don't know anything about this $100,000 challenge and how that affected y'all's relationship?
Man, my dad, he taught at the University of Memphis too, so he teaches the music department. So he cool with the dean of the university. This my 3rd year, I'm a junior. And by this time, my junior year, like if I had to put it in place, like when you see me shout it, pop your collar, then you holler, that's what's up, that's going crazy in the club. I had just did White Girl, it wasn't out yet, but I had just did White Girl with Jeezy when we did a song called Get Your Gangsta On. I did a song called Stacking Paper with Jody Breeze, and that was the first time I worked with Slim Thug. So all this going on, Scarface. I didn't just work with Scarface, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? So for me, it was like, man, I got to get my name as big as possible before I break this shit to my dad, because I never told my dad I was Drumma Boy. You know what I'm saying? So the whole time, he would be like, man, what the fuck are you doing with your time, man? What do you do? And he came to one of my games. We went to state at Cordova High School basketball. And, you know, I was out late the night before. Not really, you know, should have been resting and whatnot. I'm out with some girls, da 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 da. Woo. You know what I'm saying? And the next day at the state game, I really just blew it. You know what I'm saying? I probably had like 3-4 points, fouled out, like just one ain't tripping. It's the state game. And my dad said to me, like, man, like, I don't know what you doing, but that was the beginning of his curiosity. So fast forward to him finding out I got kicked out of college due to unattendance. You know what I'm saying? I was just skipping class. So they kicked me out for 6 months. And that was the best 6 months of my life. I'm down in Atlanta, man. Woo. So during about 3 months into the suspension, he called me and was like, man, where the f you at? You know what I'm saying? I'm in Atlanta. And I'm in the studio with I had just bumped into a session with Brian Michael Cox, Jonte Austin. You know what I'm saying? I'm in the biggest and some of the biggest songwriters and producers in the game. So okay, step out the room. What's up, Pop? Man, where the hell you at, man? No. I need to see you. I need to see you today. And when I got respect for my people. You know what I'm saying? So anytime and it's serious like that, oh shit, I'm on the way. You know what I'm saying? And I already knew what it was about, but I'm ready to face anything that I'm passionate and you know what I'm saying? I put this shit on the line. I stand on this business. So yeah, I'm on the way to see you, Pop. So I pull up and he basically just like, man, what the hell you been doing with your time, this and that, da 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 da. And I broke it to him like, man, I'm Drumma Boy. You know what I'm saying? I got this out, I got this out, I got this. He said, you what? And he was like, man, you ain't gonna be. He basically told me I wasn't gonna be shit doing what I was doing. I'm like, nigga, fuck it. Nigga, I'm heavy. I stood up, nigga. I'm Drumma Boy, man. I got down, pulled the cash out my pocket. Man, nigga, I got 10 bands on the table. You know what I'm saying? Man, woo, woo. He was like, man, you can't buy your mama the car she want. You can't buy your mama the house you want. You can't buy me the things I want. Da, da, da. I bet you ain't even got a bank account. I didn't. I bet you ain't even got a credit card. I didn't. You know what I'm saying? So he broke a nigga down and was like, man, you big bad wolf, you head honcho. Show me 100,000 in your account. And I ain't talking about cash. Cause he knew it had to be legit. You know what I'm saying? You got to get some real money if you're going to have 100,000 in your bank account. It's easy to have 100,000 cash. Well, it ain't easy, but.
Yeah, we get the picture.
Yeah.
So, man, I just went back to it. Like, that was like my first true hater. You know what I'm saying? In my eyes. As much as he loved me, much as he pushing me, you know what I'm saying? Taught me how to play clarinet and read and write. I can read Beethoven, Sebastian Bach, and all this, like, you know what I mean? I can compose, arrange, do movie scores. Like, man, thank you, Pop. But at that time, that was my hater. Like, man, fuck this. Man, got me fucked. Got me fucked up. You know what I mean? So I just went to work, you know what I'm saying? And I felt like I had worked with everything and everybody I possibly could. Like I feel like once I got a city on lock, I moved to the next city. I feel like I had Memphis on lock, and even when I wasn't there, everybody calling me. So I don't even got to be there to still get the business. You see what I'm saying? So now I'm in Atlanta, like, you know what I'm saying? And I remember I was about to do some shit for Grey Goose and Ball and G. That's why I got on Grey Goose. I'm 19 doing a theme song for Grey Goose. People were like, why you love Grey Goose so much? That's why I did it. So I'm doing some shit with Ball and G, and I'm on the way back from Atlanta to Memphis one trip. And I'm pulling into Memphis, and literally my manager called me like, man, where you at? You know what I'm saying? What you got going on? You know what I'm saying? I need you to pull back up into Atlanta. I'm like, damn, I just left that motherfucker. I'm pulling in Atlanta. I got a session with Ball and G. So I'm like, hold on, let me call Ball and G. Bro, y'all, what y'all got going on tonight? We still got a session. Man, we was about to call you, man. We're gonna have to cancel. We got a show tonight. I was like, oh, hell yeah, shit, bet. I'm finna turn around, go back to Atlanta. So I turn around, bust a U-turn, go back to Atlanta. Pull up, and that one situation, that's when I met Chris Hicks. At the time, he was like the VP of Warner Chappell. So this was like my first publishing deal. And they found out like I had some shit coming out on G's, a couple other projects, so they knew. You know what I'm saying? I had some shit. That bag would come, you know what I'm saying? And bam, did a pub deal, 150,000.
Ooh.
Just off that U-turn, just off of, you know what I'm saying?
Man, sometimes you got to do it.
19, my G, like, okay, bet. Lock that in. And literally, when that check came, I pulled up, I think it had been like 10 months. I pulled up to my pop house. You know what I'm saying? With that bank statement in hand, and was like, bank! What do you say, Pop? And we've been best friends ever since.
Hey, that's beautiful.
That's what's up. So, I mean, at this point, obviously, you're making money over six figures, obviously, right?
Yeah.
And, you know, working with big names. And to most people, you know, that means you've succeeded, right? But at what point in your career did you look in the mirror and say, I've made it? Was it when you proved your pops wrong, or was it working with a certain artist or reaching a certain amount of money? What was that defining moment for you?
Man, I ain't say I made it until I closed on my first property. You know what I'm saying? It was like, all right, this is okay. You know what I'm saying? Like this mine, like,
right.
You know, you own something. You know what I mean? It's bigger than being able to lease a car or being able to ride in a certain whip. Like, is bigger than that. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of this, like all the material stuff, it's about being able to put people in position and make everything around you better. That's a true king. You know what I mean? So I will focus on that energy and get the things that I need. Okay, I'm gonna spend $15,000 out of this 150. You know what I'm saying? The rest I'm gonna put up. And I'm gonna go get this computer because I'm always booking sessions at this studio and paying studio time and all of this. Outside, everything gonna be in house. So I'm gonna have my own Pro Tools. I'm gonna be able to track out my beats. At this time, we tracking our beats. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It wasn't like we was able to export. Bing. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Like we tracking shit out. Bam, and anything that I needed to do my job and the best of my ability, at the best of my ability, I had it in my house. And that's really what like changed the game. Now I'm printing money.
Hey.
And straight from right here to right here to check. Right here to right here to check. You know what I'm saying? And then
Absolutely.
inspiring others to do the same.
Yeah.
Okay. And speaking of money, speaking of getting money, in a recent interview, we was just watching a recent interview you did. I think it was with. It was online. It was on Instagram. It was a recent interview, and you said that at one point in time that you owed over $500,000 in back taxes, which has already been paid. You took care of that, you know. But back in the day, and it wasn't because of your fault. It wasn't like you wasn't handling your business. It was actually because you hired a professional to manage your finances, but they wasn't doing what they were supposed to do. So for the other entrepreneurs and artists who are starting to get some real money for the first time, it's new to them, getting some real money. What can you say was the biggest lesson you learned from managing your finances to trusting people with your money?
It's like I don't know when something's valuable to you, you're gonna double check.
Right.
It's one thing to just put it in place, but then like it's just like a babysitter. You trusting these folk with your kid? Yeah, I'm gonna install some cameras in my house, so when the babysitter come over there, woo woo, I'm watching y'all.
Yeah.
And then I'm talking to you. What y'all doing? You know what I'm saying? I gotta be able to see what you say. You see what I'm saying? I ain't trying to get too deep, but that, you know what I'm saying? It's basically like you gotta sometimes, like you got a lawyer, you have to have a extra lawyer double check the lawyer to make sure that lawyer doing their job. Like I'm always watching you in so many.
You got to.
You know what I'm saying? And it was a long story short. My accountant was paying his rent. You know what I'm saying? So you sending this payment, you know, you busy. I'm in Europe and over here and I'm traveling the world and this coming out $2,500 every month. You know what I'm saying? And 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, 6 years go by.
Damn.
Taxes filed, but they ain't getting paid. You know what I'm saying? And for some reason, like it just, you know what I'm saying? So everything, I'm getting properties. Still using my tax returns, I ain't got none in the mail from the IRS. You know what I'm saying? And then bam, this one bill came. And I was like,
It's a big
How
deal.
much?
that's an extra, some extra, that's 55. What? 55, no, that's 500. Right. 50,000. What? What? Hold on, bro. Call, bro. Phone don't work. What? Email? Woo. What? Hold on, man. Look, bro, name up. Fraud. This, that, other cases, this and that. Call a lawyer. Yeah, he's already been booked for this, booked for that. What?
Damn.
And that came a whole nother situation, but yeah, I you know, I'm gonna find you.
Find it. I need that. That ain't
I'm
no
gonna
little
find
bill.
you. Yeah. Hey, how you doing?
Right.
Let's sit down and have a cup of coffee. And, you know, it became a situation like, you know, I come from that world where we honor respect and integrity. You know what I'm saying? And if I paid you to do something, you're gonna have to live up to it. But long story short, I ended up handling that situation through an offer and compromise, which I had some tax experts and these, and everybody wanted to help and assist. It's crazy once you just, sometimes you be scared to ask for help, you know what I'm saying, and be so prideful and, ain't nobody knowing my business, you know what I'm saying?
That's real.
But then you got some people over here who can really educate you and guide you and say, hey, well, shit, I just saved the client, and 550, I ended up handling for 167.
Ooh, that's a big difference.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, you owe this is what you owe. And you ended up having a bargain deal. So you actually going through that woke you up or woke me up at the same time. It gave me that knowledge, it gave me that game, because you always gonna pay for some schooling. But you gotta utilize it, you gotta, you know what I'm saying? You gotta execute, you know what I'm saying? And take heed from it. You see what I'm saying? and then put yourself in position to like now it just tightened me up to where I was even more on point, as well as I saved some money.
Absolutely.
So hire professionals, but then hire more professionals to watch those professionals.
I mean, at the end of the day, learn the business, learn,
Okay.
you know, because I did my taxes on my own literally for maybe 8 years. But it started getting to a point where it was like, man, this is, you know, you start making 2-3 million and up. It's a lot of, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I have
It's a
that
lot of
problem all the
bookkeeping
time, man.
in there.
Big problem of mine. You know, I learned the hard way too. So, but yo, so I mean, the title of your book, Behind the Hits, right? And we all know you've got multiple platinum and or actually diamond, you know, gold, platinum records, and a lot of people in the audience want to know: is there a formula when it comes to creating a hit? Like, what would you say is the fundamentals of creating a hit record for you? Or is there? Or is it just organic?
Man, to me, it's all about the energy, the vibe. That's anything. Like you could somebody hit the mic or get the stage or whatever, and whatever they start singing or whatever they start, whatever you coming up with a beat, it's just the vibe and people just, you know what I'm saying. So once you got their head going like this, what's the hook gonna be? What's the message gonna be? What's the story? What's the main point we're trying to tell? So a lot of times as a producer, you start to become a therapist. Cause now you gotta dive into the artist, listen to some of their music, like hold on. This is dead, let's stop. And then let me listen to your music. You know what I'm saying? So now I can see what you're capable of. I can see what you like to do, what your favorite stuff is. You know what I'm saying? If you good with hooks, if you okay with hooks or whatever. All right, bet. I see the kind of stuff you like to do. You got that up tempo. Yeah, okay, yeah. Sound like Miami. Okay, sound like, you know, everything got a culture. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta connect through the culture. Like I'm grassroots. You know what I'm saying? So bet. Tap into the culture. Let's figure the hook out. If you're not good with the hook, we're gonna bring in a writer. We're gonna bring in a songwriter or bring in another artist. Like with Plies, he was goon this, goon that. What else we gonna talk about? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And bam, T-Pain come with this incredible hook, shouty. You know what I'm saying? And bam, all he had to do was even know, you know what I'm saying? Rap on that thing. Just spit your story. Talk to him. So sometimes you got to make the job easier for the artist. Sometimes they make the job easier for you. But I think the vibe, the energy is first. The hook is the most important. Then you write your verse. Some people like to write their verse first, and then you can pull a hook from it. You know what I'm saying? It might be the last 4 bars of what they were saying, and it was like, okay, life will go on forever. That's the hook. That's the point we're trying to make. Life will go on forever, and then we're gonna repeat forever. You know what I'm saying? And that's the catch. So it's about producing that, because sometimes they won't do it on their own. They just say it, and then you might have to take the forever and then duplicate another bar and then, you know, it's like flying into the places you want it to be. And then the artist would be like, oh, that's dope. You know what I'm saying? And then the mix and the master is like essential, because you can have a hit, but it be distorted or it's not mixed properly, and now the DJ ain't gonna play it. You know what I'm saying? Because it make him look bad.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Your ears hurting and shit. You know what I'm saying? You ever notice how your ears hurt on certain records? That's because it's not mixed properly.
Yeah.
Certain records you should be able to turn loud. You could be in the club and the music loud as hell, but it's clear. It's clean. You know what I'm saying? So mix and master can be a big part of the hit as well. And then lastly, the budget. What we gonna spend on this junk? Damn, we gonna put this song out with just $1 behind it?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Or you just got 1,000? Damn, like you can't even pick up half the blogs or even the social media. Social media by itself, people be wondering how Say Cheese, all these different blogs posting you at the same time. That's because they spread it like a 20 or 30,000 on the social media, and then everybody just.
Facts.
So then you start trending. And if it's good, it's gonna get shared. But you gotta know, it's like, man, I'm good enough to put some money behind myself. The Yo Gottis, the Young Dolphs, the the everybody I work with, you know what I'm saying? Rocco put 400,000 behind I'ma Do Me.
That was my shit too.
You know what I'm saying? But he believed it. He knew. I mean, man, come on, John. I don't know how this thing coming out of Atlanta.
Yeah.
He had that energy. He knew he was this shit. I'm finna bet on me, man. You know what I'm saying? And he was a gambler. Like them normally the biggest rappers. That's why so many rappers love to gamble. They gamble on themselves.
Yeah.
Everybody
That's
else be
real.
scared
That's
to
real.
lose that little money. Man, I'm gonna get that 100,000 back. I'm gonna go get that 500. I watched Gucci lose 400, 500,000 at a gambling match. Go home, pick up another 405 and leave with 1.5 or 2 million. You know what I'm saying? Like I seen, like you know what I'm saying? It's like you gotta be willing and like I bet on me.
Right.
So the gamblers usually win. You gotta take the risk or it ain't gonna ever happen.
And bet on yourself, right?
Absolutely. So, speaking of hit records and betting, at this point in your career, you've worked with some of the biggest names in the business, and I'm sure you've been in the studio with people. This is the infamous thing that people in the studio do. They're listening to the music, and they point at the speaker, and they're like, that's a hit. With your expertise, do you feel like you can tell a song is a hit just by listening to it before it's sold any records? Because people say it ain't a hit till it's done some numbers.
The hit claims you. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
When that music come through them speakers, it's an immediate. That song took your breath, and you had to run to the dance floor and dance because that's your song. Girl, this. She ain't heard number 2 seconds of the song. Dun, 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 whoa, whoa. You know what I'm saying? That's the impact of a hit. Your hair gonna stand up. You're gonna get chill bumps. It's gonna, you know what I'm saying? You have certain memories you can think of when that song come on. It's a feeling. It's one thing to be heard, but it's special to be felt.
That's real. That's real. Yeah. And you've, because we're talking about all these hits and all the plaques and all the big artists that you worked with in the past, but you seem to always keep your ear to the streets as well. Like you're always working with up and coming artists, the artists that are on the verge to be the next to blow. What's some of the qualities that you look for in an artist when you work with them? Like what excites you when it comes to new artists?
Confidence.
Okay.
Not cockiness.
Speak on that. Speak on that. Not cockiness, but confidence.
Anything you overdo or overindulge in is gonna kill you. You know what I'm saying? So you got too much of it. It's like putting on a whole bottle of cologne. Like, come on, bro. You know what I mean? You know, some women too put on too much perfume. You be like, out there, I hold my breath. Took an Uber. This is the wrong Uber car. Let my window down. Take my child lock off. It's too much of it. Like, you know what I'm saying? So you got to have confidence in the know and to feel comfortable because we can see it. You know, everybody in here know artists that are uncomfortable on the stage. I can see it. It's just spilling out. You know what I'm saying? So I think that and you know, just being able to have that crowd participation, talking to the crowd. Sometimes you got to tell them your story before you start rapping. You know what I'm saying? They might not understand that shit or it hit them totally different if you just talk to them. You know what I mean? Like R&B does that well. The blues do that well.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I would study a lot of different artists to see what they do well and how they engage with their demographic. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's key and one of the most essential parts. Because anybody like Dr. Dre took Easy E. Easy E was the nigga in the street. So people they already respect him. He already got that. So if we tell him what to say and say it the right way on the right beat, now he gonna go. You know what I'm saying? Same with Dolph, same with Gotti, same with, you know what I'm saying? You got rappers who some of the biggest, best rappers in the world. Not biggest, but can rap their ass off.
Yeah, it doesn't mean nothing to them.
But they don't know how to engage with the demographic. They don't know how to engage with the people. They don't know how to get the people respect. You see what I'm saying? And
There's a
normally it
disconnect.
come from those who then came from nothing. Then made it from the bottom. So you gotta have some kind of struggle. But you gotta tell your story. Cause you can be from the suburbs or be like from middle class neighborhood. It's J. Cole's, it's all kind of artists that's successful. You just gotta be true to who you are. You don't see J. Cole trying to be no gangster or no thug.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I think that's first and foremost just being true to who you are.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? That's like the main thing. I don't even look for it. I just see it.
Mm.
I ain't never looked for no artist.
Okay.
People like, man, what kind of artist you looking for? What kind of producer? Energies attract each other. You know what I'm saying? You just get attracted to this producer, like, damn, dog. Or you get attracted to this artist, like, you know what I'm saying? Dog, I saw your show. This shit was crazy, my G. Like, man, damn, take my number.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? It's got to be an attraction, a level of attraction.
Yeah.
That's it.
Okay. Organic, right? Like, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, man. So, over the years, you've put in a lot of work, mastering your craft, perfecting your sound, learning from your mistakes. You've taken all those experiences and wrapped it up in this book right here. All these lovely people out here are here for you and to buy your book. So when they buy that book and they read it, what do you want them to take from it?
Oh, man. Anything is possible. And that you are special. I think we forget that we special, that we have a gift, that we can impact no matter what you do. You know what I'm saying? Every time you interact with another person or engage with another individual, there's an opportunity to change somebody's life because you don't know what they're going through.
Mm.
And the motivation and inspiration that you can give that person, or speak, or a smile, love, and encouragement, you know, that's what my book about.
Mm.
Uplifting you and just showing you, like, you know, regardless the direction that you go in, like, you know, you got to execute. You still gotta be happy with yourself.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you learn the business, you learn the game, you get, you know, a lot of inspiration and encouragement. You know what I'm saying? But most importantly, just that love. You know what I'm saying? And how important that family is.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? That motivation. I wouldn't be here if it weren't for my brother.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So it's somebody waiting on you. You know what I'm saying? It's somebody looking for you. You know what I mean? And you don't know how you going to cross them paths. But 11-11 is always like, you always hear people say, you being at the wrong place at the wrong time. 11-11 is being at the right place at the right time.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? And speaking on what's positive will always put you in a positive place. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I love that. I want to go back a little bit real quick, man, because, you know, we were talking about, you know, what you look for in an artist. But, you know, we're right down the road. You're from Memphis, so we're right down the road from Memphis. Memphis is seeing tremendous success right now within the urban genre. I mean, all the artists, producers, there's so much bubbling out of Memphis right now. We're here in Nashville, Tennessee right now. And for some reason, Nashville always seems to be overlooked when it comes to hip hop, right? Do you feel like there is something missing here within the hip hop game? Or is it just the simple fact that we're being overshadowed by country music? I had to do it, man. I had to do it.
Man, that's another key to my book. Like, just sometimes you gotta win people over. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna dislike. They're gonna judge. It might be blurry to them. Sometimes you don't understand it or get it, but you gotta win them over. You know what I'm saying? Anything is won with love, and just showing that, man, I can take my sound, I can take my story, I can express myself from what I've been through and make it and be heard. It's too easy now. Like, if Nashville doesn't hear me from a hip hop standpoint, I'm from Nashville, the world gonna hear me. And then they make Nashville respect, and then they start claiming you. Soon as you go to another place and do a show and it's sold out and they see them people out there, and then you go over here and do your thing out here in London, and you out here in Canada going crazy, they go, oh, that's Nashville's own.
Yeah, exactly. All of a sudden, they've always loved you. They knew you were gonna make it.
Yeah, we want you to perform at the Tennessee Titan game. Come on, right? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You gotta win people. You know,
Okay.
you got to put in that work.
Improve yourself,
Stop
right?
crying about who ain't messing with you and focus on who is messing with you. Man, these folks out here, I got 7 people, man. I'm going to focus on these 7 people. That 7 people going to multiply. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to multiply mine. I'm going to earn mine. It's anything you do, you got to make a name for it. And it's going to be a reputation. You know what I'm saying? And it's about having it when they call for it. Whatever you got. I got you. All that, man, let me. Gonna go to the next person. John, you got some beats? Send me some. Gucci.
Yeah.
Jeez, whoever. You know what I'm saying? If I don't send it, Mike Will got me. Zaytoven beat me to it. Such and such beat me to it. Da beat me to it. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, for the local artists, it was about me doing what I could for the people around me. I made my neighborhood hot. I made the cats in my community and in my school, you know what I'm saying, pop. You know what I'm saying? And that's why other people outside of that wanted to work with me. You know what I'm saying? Pastor Troyes and such and such. Man, I gotta work with this. So make a name for yourself in your area. And if they don't appreciate you there, man, it's plenty other areas that will appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? And see your value for what it's worth.
That's real.
That's real, man. So Drumma, you've been in the game for a long time. You've Memphis, Tennessee, Cordova, Atlanta, Georgia. From being, you know, in high school, 9th grade, making a song about the quadratic formula to producing some of the biggest records for some of the biggest people. What would you say has been your number one key to success?
Taking that chance. You know what I'm saying? The teacher offer extra credit. I bet. I go home, make a beat, cook up, and I'm like, man, okay, let me read this. Because when you read math, it's just like, you know what I'm saying, it get blurry. So I'm like, okay, X equals the opposite of B plus or minus the square root of B squared minus 4AC. 4AC all up over 2A. X equals the opposite of B plus or minus the square root of B squared minus 4AC. 4AC all up over 2A. And the beat jamming too. And bam, extra credit, A plus. She been teaching them kids that shit for 20 plus years.
Hey. Ladies and gentlemen, Drumma Boy.
Yes. All right, so we're gonna take a second real quick, and we're gonna open the floor. If anybody's got some questions right now, you want to go out there with the mic?
Yeah, I know y'all got to have some questions, man. Y'all done came out here, y'all got all dressed up. We got the man, the myth, the legend, the magical man himself, Drumma Boy.
The magical man.
You have an exclusive opportunity to be right here within maybe 20 feet of this guy to pick his brain and learn some game. I got a microphone that's going to play through these speakers. So if anybody's got a question, I see a hand right here.
there.
I'm about to bring you this mic, and you get to ask this man a question. Oh, she's got you a mic. Dang, Miss Claire is on it. I ain't even got to get up, man. My leg hurt anyway.
This song? Hello, my name is Raven Simpson. I am a cake artist here, born and raised in Nashville, Tennessee. My question for you is, when you mentioned betting on yourself, and I do apologize if you already touched on this because I walked in a little bit late. When you mentioned betting on yourself, your dad betting against you, I recently just took a leap of faith for myself and doing my business full time. My mom is my biggest hater as well. So when you mentioned betting on yourself and just going up from there, did you always have that mindset? And if not, what did you do to gain that mindset?
No, I mean, my mindset was honestly just get to the money. And like I said, I got, you might not have been here when I said this. I got, you know, comfortable and like, it was fun for me to provide for my family, you know, from an early on standpoint. So I've been hustling, and my first job was just for feet, selling shoes. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't care what you put in my hand. Like, man, I can sell water, I can sell manila folders, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. You know what I'm saying? Hair product, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I sell grease. You know what I'm saying? It's up out of there. Anybody with a kitchen and it's stove, you got chicken? Oh yeah, you need me.
Let's go.
But you know, it was just like, how can I provide for my folks? And then when my pop because he didn't even know what was going on. So I ain't. It was like a certain time when I finally told him, like 19, that I was making beats and whatnot. And once he was on some hating shit, it was like I gotta prove this man wrong. Period. You know what I'm saying? So ain't nothing on Instagram or man can't all that's like here compared to him. That's the biggest, only hater in my eyes. I ain't everything else is like silence compared to that. You know what I'm saying? And it's just about proving him wrong. If I know I can beat him and prove him wrong, then I can go around the world. Can't nothing stop me. That was my attitude, man. Can't nothing stop me. And everywhere we go, people love. Oh, you from Memphis? Oh, you from Memphis? Oh, you from Memphis? You know what I'm saying? And it's just about your energy, your spirit, and being able to communicate with people, talk to people. You know what I'm saying? Some celebrities, they come in the room and they just be, you know what I'm saying? Don't say nothing. You know what I'm saying? All these folks you can network politic with, and you know what I'm saying? Build with. So that's what I did well. Is build with people, network, establish relationships. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times when you put, you know, the ego to the side, that's some of your biggest moments. And also in my book, I talk about the times that you really don't want to do that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, I'm tired. I've been up 2-3 days. You know what I'm saying? I get a phone call 3 a.m. from Fiend. You know what I'm saying? And Fiend, womp, Master P. So I'm like, damn, okay, Fiend, you know what I'm saying? What's up, bro? Man, shit, can you come through the studio? You know what I'm saying? Damn. And I got something in the bed with me, like I ain't, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn. All right, I'm finna come up there, bro. I get up to the studio, it's probably like 4 o'clock. And it's some A&Rs in the studio I ain't never met before, but it's A&Rs and whatnot. And they just playing beats almost to like 5 o'clock. To the point where I'm like, do y'all niggas know I'm in this motherfucker? do you ain't forget you called me up here, but I'm just being patient. Like, damn, okay, let me just, they looking for something. So the A&R says, damn, we got Drumma Boy here. I forgot, play something. Bro, I played like 5 beats. And literally those 5 beats ended up getting me a song deal with Atlantic Records. And the first single was The Plies, T-Pain, Shouty. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But this came at like 3 a.m.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, you know, it's those moments when you really don't want to do that shit. Imagine how Michael Jordan felt, you know what I'm saying, with the flu. And he got to go out here and get these folk 40 plus. You know what I'm saying? Like how, like, I'm talking about you got to dig deep. I'm talking about you got to dig deep for this shit if you want this shit, because it's not going to come easy. People look and be like, damn, I want to be like him. I want to do, man, be prepared to put some blood, sweat, and equity, you know what I'm saying, into this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, because the passion is what's going to pull you through. Not the money, not the material things, not any of it. It's going to be the passion. It's going to be your heart, your desire that's going to keep you relevant. How do you stay relevant? How you doing? It's gonna be your spirit and not selling your soul. That's gonna keep you pure. You know what I'm saying? That's to me the most essential. To answer your question, like, you know what I'm saying? You gotta come at her and just show her that you can. Cause there's a lot of people telling her she can't. And she ain't. You know what I mean? So just turn the words around. That's all.
She can, she will, right?
Yes, you can.
I am. My mama always say, I am. That's the most powerful words you can say, son. I am. You know what I'm saying? So whatever you want to do, or whatever you think you're going to do, or want to accomplish, I am going to accomplish it. And write it down. Put it on the refrigerator. Every time you eat, I'm going to eat these words. And then make it manifest. Because you have to put it into action. You can't just pray about it.
Yeah,
Facts.
that's real, man. All right, we got another question from another Memphis, Tennessee representative.
Yes, sir.
Mind Frame, what's good, man?
What it do going? Hey, everybody, how y'all doing? Like you said, go by the name of Mind Frame, Mr. Drumma Boy. Pleasure to meet you again. But I got a 2-parter. for you, my guy. What are some of your favorite beats that you yourself produced? And the second half is, what are some beats from other producers or like just other hits out there that you just, you know what I'm saying, love yourself, that you gotta just hear and play, or maybe you wished yourself that you was the one that might have produced?
Oh man, out the gate, while I'm thinking about it, I'm gonna take the end of your question first. One of my favorite songs is doom 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 doom. What is it, Erica Badu? Ladies, man, that sounds so jamming. That's one that just make you feel good. I'm a feel good producer, so it's the jams for me. That, and I say vibe. Please don't kill my vibe.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Them strings and the orchestra, that's definitely something I would have done. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, them like two of my favorites. Beats that I've made that's my favorite, probably Here I Am. A lot of people, you know what I'm saying, didn't know I did that, but like, you know what I'm saying? That's probably my favorite beat. Here I am.
Yeah.
I got a lot of dollars, I can spend them on her.
Yeah.
Shit.
You know what I'm saying? Just being able to, just seeing my dog go from a t-shirt to a tuxedo, like, yo, I did that. You know what I'm saying? The tigers and the white piano and the, you know what I'm saying? Black excellence, like, you know what I'm saying? And they this was a time when they was trying to classify me as a trap producer, which I appreciate. Yeah, we started the whole genre. I really came from the trap. So, you know, it was a lot of bad shit that I saw. And it motivated and gave us the will and the desire to flip that shit and to be able to help people tell a story. You know what I'm saying? We ain't know what we was doing, but you know, I'm honored to be a part of like the trap founder and the trap music and everything. But man, I make music.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
So
real.
Here I Am was like that moment.
Don't box you in, right? Yeah.
Dope.
We got
Got
another
one
one.
right there.
How you doing? My name is Music Queen, founder of Nashville's Not Just Country Music.
Hey.
I wanted to go back because you mentioned your publishing deal, and everybody who really know me know that's my jam.
That's it.
And part of what I do with the company is educating independent creatives on things, the music business, publishing in particular. And so my question is, knowing what you know now, would you have signed your publishing deal?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Because, you know, it changed my life. And it allowed me to get the things in my life that I needed where I didn't need anything. I was the master of everything and the owner. I bought my first condo. You know, I bought my first Pro Tools rig. And I really went to work. At the end of the day, when you do a deal, you have to deliver what's in the paperwork.
Correct.
So I knew I was going to work because I love to do what I do. I do it. If I was doing this shit for free, I'd be making beats and making music just because I love to do it. Right. So how am I not do it if I got a deal in place? You know what I'm saying? I got some people who believe in what I got going on and whatnot. So, okay, I had an 8-song composition. I had to turn in 8 compositions. So I'm a producer. We only turn in 50%. So 8 really turns into 16.
Correct.
To add 100%. So bam, okay. Look at my dad. I'm riding around, I'm getting it. We popping, shouted. Man, I got thousands of songs out. You know what I mean? So knocking them first 16 wasn't nothing. Shouted and bam, standing ovation and white girl, lose my mind, I'ma do me. And money to blow, I'm riding around, I'm getting it, and you know what I'm saying? I'm finna run through No Love, and man, it's so many songs I can't even think.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's about putting in the work. Like once I got that deal, I was so excited. I'm everywhere. You know what I mean? I'm at this studio. I'm at this studio. I'm at this studio. I'm taking flights to L.A. I met Chris Brown. I met go to the ASCAP Awards. If I ain't do that, I wouldn't have had the money to even fly out there. Labels ain't paying for you to fly these places.
That's real.
Unless you start putting number ones on the charts. Now they're going to fly you out, pay for sessions and this and that. But you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you have to take this little bit of money, You know what I'm saying? And turn it into a little bit more money, and then turn it a little bit more, and turn it a little bit more, and turn it a little bit more, turn it a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? I turned 1,000, and I came to Atlanta with $1,000. And in the first month, I maybe made like 12,000, but that was enough to pay my rent. You know what I'm saying? My rent was like 2,500. You know what I'm saying? And I took a chance, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? I know I'm the shit. I'm gonna go everywhere. I'm gonna spread my spirit. This is my value. This is my currency. You know what I'm saying? And it's always been. Anytime I need some money, I use this. You know what I'm saying? Make some more music. Hit the studio, bam, and situations just pop. Just because the belief is there, the faith is there, the will is there, the desire is there. If I gotta wait outside the club for 3 hours till Jay-Z get out that joint, I'm finna give him this CD though. He getting it. I'm going to give him this CD at the end of it'll be them conversations I have with myself. And people be like, man, I respect you. I ain't know Greg Street and this and that. I was trying to meet Greg Street when he was out in Dallas. Stood outside the club for like 7 hours. You know what I'm saying? It's the will, it's the desire that's gonna get you there. That's gonna be your field. And yeah, I will sign my deal because I know I'm gonna do the work. Now I'm in a position where I've done so much work that I'm admin deals are 7 figures for me.
There you go. There you go.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Appreciate your hard work and everything you put into the game. Thank you.
Yes, yes. You got one right here?
Okay. Yeah, it's good. Man, that's loud. Hey, name's Instrumental, and I'm from Louisville, Kentucky, and it's brought here with by John Woo and my crew, man. Anywho, I got a 2-part question, if you don't mind.
Yeah.
All right. First off, thank you for coming here and talking to us, and I am definitely buying a book before I leave. Second, well, first off, if you could go back in time and like just talk to a younger version of yourself, you got like one chance to just tell your younger self one thing. What advice would you have given yourself?
Buy up the real estate in Atlanta.
Right.
Man, I just, your heart always gonna be where you from. You know what I'm saying? And one of my first big properties, I had a big warehouse in Memphis. I still did a lot of great things there. But at the end of the agreement, some fishy business went on because you know how it is with the real estate game. They really don't want you to have that. You know what I mean? So that's another story. But had I that one thing, I had probably like 2-3 warehouses in Atlanta, like right now. If I was talking to my younger self, like, man, buy this warehouse in Atlanta, not Memphis. You know what I'm saying? But it put me in so many different other situations and places that it's like, you know what I'm saying? Everything always gonna balance. And you can go this way or you can go this way. But what's funny about it is if it's meant, you'll still meet yourself on the other side at the same spot. So it's full circle.
Thank you for that, man. And the second part of that question, so my friend Jordan here, Lil Busta Beats, he had no idea that you made Here I Am. And he done sampled it. And I was just so we was just kind of wondering and how we go about getting a sample cleared with you if you would even be fine with that.
Man, usually sample clearances go through Warner Chappell, who I did that deal with. And then they call me, ask me what they send me the song, blah blah blah, and then we either approve it or, you know what I'm saying, ask for a certain advance that goes along with that approval and clearance. But usually sometimes it just depends, you know what I'm saying, on who it is, because the label's gonna charge more when the artist might not be already like a Chris Brown or the Baby, or you know what I'm saying. So in that case, sometimes it be more. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. I'm just keeping it a buck, like, you know what I'm saying. But even me, when I sampled Project Pat, right, I paid $10,000, and it's me. Project Pat did the verse for me though, for free. You know what I'm saying? On top of a song that I sampled, like, you know what I'm saying? And it's coming. Got Glorilla, you know what I'm saying? A couple other people on the song. But like even me, 10,000. Just because there's so many people involved. Like, okay, you got, I'm sure a quarter went to Paul, a quarter went to Juicy, quarter went to, you know what I'm saying, Sony. Because that's who I paid. Sony, Paul, Juicy, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, it depends on the people involved. And then, and here I am, I gave publishing to several of the musicians. So they involved, you know what I'm saying? So.
So you're saying there's a chance?
It's a chance. Your main thing, honestly, there's a clearance company called DMG Clearances. Deborah Manis Gardner Clearances. And that's who I go to. That's who Wayne, Drake, everybody use. You call her, you send her the song. It's like a $750 fee to do a diagnostic or whatever, and then they can see what party's involved, who needs to be paid, what percentage they're entitled to, so on and so forth. So you'll know your splits. You might get zero publishing, but you can still use the song and do what you need to do.
All right. Thank you so much for taking time to answer the question, and
Already.
most importantly, thank you to everybody on stage and the DJ for just showing up and just being great.
Hey, that's what's up. We respect you for shooting your shot too, man.
Absolutely.
Like, I had to.
He took that
Any
chance.
shot not taken is missed.
Real shit. Oh, hold on.
wait.
She already asked one. Go ahead. She had already asked one. We gotta say.
We'll circle back.
Yeah.
Yeah, so my name is Wu from Louisville, Kentucky, and I do a lot of artist development where I'm from. I manage a handful of artists. One of them particularly is signed over at RCA, but she go by the name of Mars. Super talented,
dope.
would love to link with you on some level. But the question I got for you is if you've ever been in this situation where you see an artist, because I know you were speaking on, you notice confidence. Have you ever been in a situation where you kind of, you see something in an artist? How far do you go to push that artist to pull it out of them? Or do you even do that? You know what I'm saying?
I think it's always creative things you can do to challenge that artist, to see if they serious first, to make sure you want to invest your time in them. For one, it could be showing up on time. You know what I'm saying? There's so many artists that be like, man, okay, bro, let's work, da-da-da-da. And then the first time I worked with them, they was like an hour late or 3 hours late. You know what I'm saying? And you know, you ain't got nothing going on. You ain't got no motion. So for you to miss an opportunity like that, it just be like, you know, a turnoff. You know what I'm saying? Or it could be, you know, a producer that I had, like, before I would sign producers or whatever, like, I might, man, we'll do a collab. You know what I'm saying? And I get the beat sold. So they already excited, you know what I'm saying? Because we did a collab, I'm selling the beat. Let's say I sell the beat 5,000, I split it with them. They getting beats for 200-300. I split it, that's 2,500 a piece. You know what I'm saying? I bet. We got to send them the files. This is when we would send FedEx or DVDs for the masters. So we put all the splits on the DVD. Man, FedEx that out for me. You know what I'm saying? Make sure they get there. Woo, woo, woo. Here go the address. Here go the $20 it's gonna cost. Da 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 da. Nigga fell asleep, didn't send the FedEx. What? I had sent another FedEx just because I'm gonna make sure the file's gonna get there. He don't know I sent a whole nother FedEx.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just to make sure we ain't finna miss this money.
Right.
Call me the next day, I fell asleep. Da, 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 da. Don't worry about it. I sent it. But I ain't worked with them ever again.
That was the
You
test.
know what I'm saying? So it's different things that you can do to challenge a producer, to challenge an artist, or, you know, give them a show. Invite them out to an opportunity where, you know, it's an open mic. You know what I mean? And then see how they perform. See how they handle it. See if they invite their people out the roof for them and to support them, or, you know what I mean? See if they come out passing out flyers, and, you know what I mean? You got to see how these artists move. You got to watch them. It's deeper than just the talent. To me, the talent is just 10%. Who are you as a person? You know what I'm saying? Because, man, you could be doing some, you know what I'm saying? Some fucked up folks out here. You could be an artist and you over here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Putting your hands on women or whatever, like, you know what I'm saying? And then now you don't have that respect. You got this dark cloud over you that the average person can't see. You see what I'm saying? But this dude lame. But he can sing his ass off.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it was certain tests that had to show me his character, his demeanor, You know what I'm saying? Outside of just his talent. So put these folk through them tests, man.
All right. And
That's
time for
facts. Good info
one
right
more.
there.
All right, so quick question is because I know AI has been like a real buzzword word this year, and I know like obviously we've seen the songs, the Jay-Z and Drake generated songs. I just want to get your opinion of what you think about like the AIs and music and artist type things.
I think it's just another form of technology to play with.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Play with it, have fun with it. Just don't sell none of my shit. Gonna come a problem. I was just playing.
Well, I don't know. Did you see that DOC just announced that he's gonna create an album using AI? So I mean, that should
I thought that was dope. You know what I'm saying? Especially people who might be losing their voice and you know, it's Beanie Siegel. I thought that shit was dope. Like how he can't rap the same no more. Being able to hear him, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But, you know, I ain't never got a kick out of, you know, fake shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It ain't real. It ain't authentic. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't no spirit in it. It's a robot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now they trying to make these robots talk to you and make you feel good. And, you know what I'm saying? Order a drink for you. What type of drink would you like? You ain't got no bartender no more. You talking to a robot. Okay. You know what I'm saying? This shit getting weird, man. You know what I'm saying?
That's real.
Shit, I like real shit.
All right. You want one more? Yeah, no. Did you still have a question? All right. Where's that mic at? Oh, you already got one? Okay.
Yeah, let him
my
go ahead
bad.
and
Right. Sorry about that. I didn't know.
Hey, my bad. Yeah, I was just wondering what it was like growing up in your city. My phone.
Man. And growing up in the Haven, you get tired of the airplanes flying and landing on right over your head. We stayed like literally right next door to the airport. So, you know, as a kid, that shit, you know, get irritating. The violence wasn't crazy like that in the Haven. I ain't really start seeing crazy violence in my eyes till like 9, 10. You know what I'm saying? And just it was more so the influence. I saw the craziest violence in Memphis through my teenage years once I started like hitting clubs and shit like that and tear the club up and all that type of shit, like the songs and lock them in the trunk. 3-6 era of Memphis, like they think, you know, this shit crazy now because the young niggas just don't give a fuck. But in the teenage era, like the 90s in Memphis was crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit was real crazy because you had people who was coked out, like, you know, just geeking in the club and not giving a fuck who they fuck up or bump into. So it was cool, the gangster walking, you know what I'm saying, and throwing bows. We was throwing bows way before Luda for sure.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was just, you know, it was an environment that just made you tough. Growing up in Memphis, like growing up in the military or some shit. Just minus the lieutenants and that type of shit. Minus, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's like you learn how to shoot guns, you learn how to da-da-da. But then you still got the education. You still got, you know what I'm saying, school. You still got, you know, your motivation and whatnot. It was some dope teachers that I had. With my 3rd grade teacher, I learned Spanish. And I went to ALSI. So, you know, that's like, I think, you know, special to be able to learn different languages and whatnot. But, man, it's just making the best out of what you got no matter where you from. Because in some places, you ain't got a lot to do. You know what I'm saying? Like you might be in the middle of Wyoming or Delaware, you know what I'm saying? But it's just about making the best out of what you got, you know what I'm saying? For real, for real. But it was a struggle, to answer your question.
All right.
Like last part of the story, I'll tell you some funny shit. Cause playing the clarinet ain't the coolest shit to play. Right. You know what I'm saying? But you know, my dad introduced me to cats like Benny Goodman. And real player like Benny Goodman was like a Leonardo DiCaprio type dude, or like a you know what I'm saying, just a fly dude playing the clarinet. You know what I'm saying? That made you. That was like the one person to be like, yeah, okay, I'm like, all right, pop. You know what I'm saying? But I remember getting jumped by 4 people one time. And thinking shit sweet. And man, I just spazzed out, and 3 of them that ran off, and they left this one little individual, and I'm just going crazy with my clarinet case. Just like until you know what I'm saying, they had to pull me out. I almost killed somebody with a clarinet
With a
case.
clarinet.
And that's why we moved to Cordova. You know what I'm saying? it was like another version of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You moving with your auntie and uncle to Cordova, like I'm the Fresh Prince of Cordova. But that shit changed my life. It put me around a different demographic. Like I'm majority white. You know what I'm saying? And it was, oh my God, yeah, totally. Hey, and you know what I'm saying? You learning different jokes and just learning how to entertain a different crowd, and it was like full scope because I went to the hood. It's a hood in Cordova called Bridgewater. You know what I'm saying? And it's like right around from where I had moved. And it's like where all the black folks stay. You know what I'm saying? And then you see how the houses different. You know what I'm saying? The roads and shit different. Like everything different in this one particular area. And I would always go over there, but it just made me feel like home. You know what I'm saying? And every piece of game and knowledge that I had from South Memphis or from Black Haven, bam, I'm giving game over here. I'm learning game. I'm out here in Germantown. You know what I'm saying? With a fine, you see some fine chicks out there in Germantown. Ooh. You know what I'm saying? And it's just, basketball was different, how niggas hoop. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's a different level because it started getting serious. Like, okay, now we playing Bartlett. We playing Houston, you know what I'm saying? And Bolton. I'm way out in Bolton, like, where the hell? You know what I'm saying? It's like country out here. We was in the city, so you just get exposed to different things. And like my dog used to farm and then come to basketball practice. You know what I'm saying? And it was just certain things that make me respect life. Like be like, damn, dog, this dude get up in the morning, handle the horses, woof the woof, messing with the chickens. This, you know what I'm saying? Got this work to do, then come to school, do his schoolwork, then go to basketball practice, and then go home and do some more work.
Do it all again.
You know what I mean? So I'll be like, damn, like you just see the way different people living, and it inspire you. Same thing with traveling, learning different cultures and whatnot. So moving out there, I wouldn't have met Yo Gotti.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I started getting exposed to the north side of Memphis and meeting North Memphis, people from North Memphis, Millington and Raleigh, and you know what I'm saying, Frazier. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't have been out here. I was in the Haven. You know what I'm saying? So that really put me like, okay, now I am Memphis. I'm the whole city. I know every piece and curve of the whole city.
Word. All right.
Dope.
Was that it?
Anybody else?
All right. Last one.
2 questions. One, who are some of your favorite producers outside of hip hop? And then second, how do you keep yourself creative?
Man, my favorite producers, period, Quincy Jones, Isaac Hayes. You know what I'm saying? And lately I've been diving into a lot of the unreleased music, obviously through Ike Boogie, Isaac's son. But man, just hearing the music that this man has created and his beats, it's crazy. Like just the strings and the orchestra and the bass and the guitar, and like, man, Isaac was a fool. Quincy Jones special. Outside of hip hop, another producer. I had to say Jermaine Dupri and Brian Michael Cox. Them 2 cats is called. And then what was the other part of your question? Listening to old music, exercising, working out, just anything non-music. Sometimes I get on the video game, you know what I'm saying, play Madden, whoop somebody ass on NBA 2K or something. Just, you know what I'm saying? Just do something other than what you're doing. You know, might spend time with your significant other, go play with your kids. You got a dog or something like that. Like just life, man. Like don't forget to live. So that is like my connection. Take your shoes off, walk on the earth. I heard they give you a lot of different vibrations and whatnot too, cause staying grounded. Yeah, take your shoes off.
Yeah.
Walk on the earth.
Feel it. Yeah, I love it, man.
Dope.
All right. Well, I think she was waiting, man. Let's go ahead and let her. Can you stand up real quick? You can just yell it out because we're running short on time. So.
Hot seat. Come on, you got it. Oh, okay. Well, I just turned 40. I threw an incredible party. I don't wait for people to celebrate me. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of awards, a lot of accolades throughout the time, but man, I celebrate myself because I know I'm the shit. You know what I'm saying? And I just feel good about myself. I love myself. I look myself in the mirror and I'm happy. You know what I'm saying? And you know, it took a lot of work. You know what I'm saying, to get to perfect. You know what I mean? And just keep working. You know what I'm saying? Keep dedicating everything towards yourself. I bet on me. I love cake. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I ain't waiting on nobody to celebrate me. Okay, hell yeah. Got some cake for me? Hell yeah. You had to have asked me that for a reason.
Right? That would have been a real random question.
What kind of cake is it? Oh, hell yeah. Y'all, you got a business or Instagram? You might want to. See,
right.
See, you probably sell more of them than my goddamn book.
Word. Thank you so much. So, that's it, man. We appreciate everyone. We're gonna get back here. We're gonna go ahead and do the meet and greet. So, if you guys want to line up, and I guess we can go back there and stand by the books, and you guys can come up and you know, take pictures, get the book, get some more knowledge, and we really appreciate everyone coming out once again.
You got the marker?
Yeah.
So whoever, you know, I'll be signing the autograph and then dedicating it to whoever, whatever, you know what I'm saying? We snap up. You know what I mean? I ain't trying to, you know, go through too many questions just because whoever come up, but whatever, let's connect. And we here to network. You know what I'm saying? And then make sure y'all connect amongst each other in here
Real
as
talk.
well.
Real talk.
Any producers in here?
Producers.
Okay, couple producers.
Chino,
Any
my man
artists in here?
Chino, I see you out there.
All right, so the artists, see the producers, raise y'all hands.
Yo.
Artists, raise y'all hands one time. Make sure y'all tap in with the artists. Lotus in the building. What's your name, my dog? Ed Love. Okay,
Killer music,
yeah.
all right.
Ed Love in here, man. There's some dope
Virgo,
artists.
what's
Lotus
up?
Music. What's the names of some more artists in here? Ice.
What's up,
Mind
bro?
Frame. Hell yeah, Mind Frame. Jaleel. Okay.
Jaleel, my man's dope. Yeah, we got a lot of talent in here, man. I love it, dog.
Yeah, so tap in with the producers, man. Likewise.
Damn, that's dope.
All right. Hey, y'all make some noise for audio meds, man.
Audio meds, they're good for yous.